is the new mommy up for a friendly face?
Oh, come on in and meet the latest, greatest Spencer.
Oh.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but only immediate family allowed.
This woman is the closest thing I have to a mother. Is that immediate enough for you?
She slipped and lost her footing. Fell all the way down the stairs. They left her. The bastards just left her there.
In this day and age, I'm surprised they didn't stay and finish the job.
I don't think they expected it to turn out this way.
What's Sean done about this?
Donnelly, please. I can handle this myself.
Don't you think you ought to put this on the record? I mean, a threat to Laura, an attempt to intimidate her might be just the beginning. And who knows who they'll go after next.
Dad? If you need any help, I'm here, okay?
I appreciate that, cowboy. And I told you, if I need a backup, you'll be the first to know. But right now, your job with Foster is to stick as close to Mom and little Lulu as you can when they get home.
We can do that.
Deal.
Now, opposition to the incinerator is not going to go away. Granny Mae's not going to fold. Either will Keisha or Jason Quartermain or Dr. Phillips. You're going to stay on Blake. Laura will be back in action soon. If these guys intend on playing rough, everybody is a potential target. I think the police ought to be brought in.
Luke, at least Sean could provide some protection for Laura here at the hospital. I mean, just in case.
Amy, excuse me if I'm just a tad cynical about the poor Chuckles police protection. But you're right, Justice. This should be on the record. I'll call Donnelly.
Which is not to say that you can't take care of it yourself. And count me in.
Oh, you are so beautiful, yes. Oh.
You realize, of course, that she recognizes your voice.
How do you mean?
Well, we've spent more time with you over the last 6 months than anybody else, except for maybe Luke and Lucky.
Oh, so that's why we're so easy with one another. Away by the water, so blue, so blue. The ladies were winding their way when Pharaoh's little daughter stepped down to the water to bathe in the cool of the day. And before it was dark, she looked in the ark and saw the sweet infant was there. And before it was dark, she looked in the ark and saw the sweet infant was there.
Oh, please don't stop. Oh, nice.
Away by the water, so blue, so blue, she carried that beautiful child to her tender mother, her sister and brother. Little Moses was happy, he smiled, and she called him her own, her beautiful own, and she sent for a nurse that was there, and she called him her own, her beautiful own, and she sent for a nurse that was there. Look at that.
Thank you.
Oh, she is a treasure.
I know.
Oh, and I love her name. Lesley Lou.
Yeah.
Lesley Lou.
Yeah, after my mother and my alter ego, Lulu. It's sort of an inside Spencer joke.
Well, your mother is looking down on her namesake with great pride.
I hope so. It's such a strange feeling. I feel like she's so close, as if she was watching over me. But I've been thinking of her an awful lot lately, and I guess I just wish that she was here.
She is here. And you can count on it. I have to tell you, Laura, that I like what you said to that nurse today.
Oh, well, it's true. If anyone could take my mother's place, it would be you. I love you, Mamie. I really do.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. That just seems so right. A daughter.
I know.
Girl, there's nothing like it.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you're right. I think that having a girl this time instead of another little boy has made me think about what it means to be a daughter and my relationship with my mother. And it's almost as if the moment I had Lesley Lou, I just understood so much more. It's like she turned on life for me.
You know, I'll never forget. When I had Iris, I wanted the world for her. I wanted the world to recognize that girl. Even more so than my two boys, you know.
Yeah. I think Iris was blessed. And I think that I know now that my mother felt the same way you did. Oh, she stood right behind me and she made so many sacrifices for me. And I had so little time with her. I didn't even come to live with her until I was almost a teenager.
Laura, you never told me that.
I lived with Amy's parents until I was 12 years old, and then Lesley found me and she brought me to Port Charles. And when I was in trouble in the delivery room and they took the baby away from me, I was so afraid that what happened to me was also going to happen to her, that being switched at birth and being put into somebody else's life, that could happen to her too. And as badly as I wanted Luke with me, I desperately wanted him to go with her and to watch over her and to protect her.
He did, and he will.
I know. Oh, I'm so grateful for my life, for you, for my work, for my husband, and my children, and for the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You bet I do, baby.
For love, most of all,